Oh, I just get so giddy thinking about going up here.
I love that place.
I do. I love this place up here. It's amazing. It's always fun. Honestly, I've been involved in music for forever, really, for basically my whole life. So really, I guess, I don't know, I watched videos of myself when I was probably 2 maybe. I was just starting to talk and I was singing around the living room in my parents' house, so I kind of always had that in me. So, and then I picked up playing piano when I was pretty young. My band director was like, hey, will you pick up the French horn? So I did. I started playing French horn and I got really actually heavily involved in classical music because of that. It was funny because I was watching videos of myself at recitals and all these crazy orchestral performances and things like that back in the day. I don't know how I did that. About 6 or 7 years ago, I met a vocal coach, and I had been singing karaoke at all of these silly Central Ohio bars, and I loved singing. Like, actually, I really didn't sing much before kind of my college years. He just was like, so Sarah, you have to do something more than sing karaoke at these bars. So I said, all right, what should I do? So he's like, put a band together. So I did. But yeah, and then we ended up, I met my husband, we got married, we moved down to Southwest Florida, and I was thinking, I'm never going to play music again. There's probably no scene at all down in Naples. But actually, I was very wrong, I have to say. Lots of music in my being.
It's full of music.
Yes, just comes from my soul all the time. So, and it's cool because I have a 5-year-old boy and a 15-month-old as of today. And I can tell that they're just music kids too. It's really cool. I feel just a lot of passion from going out and seeing other live performances. So, be it somebody in a bar that has 3 people in it, all the way up to a huge stadium concert, things like that. I always just get inspired by the artistry that other people have and just their ability to get out there and get in front of other people and just be themselves. Yeah. It's definitely difficult to get yourself out there and feel like people notice you and appreciate you and want to hear what you have to say. One time I was playing this really big show, this big outdoor concert with thousands of people there, and after I was done, he came up to me and he's like, I'm just waiting for you to fail. Like, that's just what I'm waiting for. And he kind of laughed, like he wanted me to just mess up really badly or something. So I am definitely one of those kind of songwriters who writes about gut-wrenching sadness and being angry about things and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so usually what I do is I kind of dig back into past relationships, experiences that I've had that have driven me crazy years ago and whatnot. Just kind of like a little play in my mind. Not being like other people and how I don't want to conform to what the norm is, what the standard is in life and things like that. Like why do I have to be a certain way so that everyone can like me and things can function smoothly? I tell my students, and I joke about this because when I got my first solo gig, since it was my first gig, I obviously had never played by myself, so I was just terrified. And I got this gig and I didn't have 3 hours worth of material to play. So I was so worried, so just terrified, basically. And so I crammed and crammed and crammed for days and finally learned enough stuff to be able to play live. So you can do it. Yep. It's not too difficult, but just be you. That's the thing. I do what I do just to really magnify emotion, I have to say. Happiness, being really angry, being sad about certain situations. I just feel like music just really is able to draw that out of you. And it doesn't matter if it's me feeling a certain way or if it's the audience feeling a certain way, but no matter what, whoever it is feeling a certain way from a song. So basically right now I'm working on compiling a whole CD album worth of, do people even have CDs anymore? I don't know. But anyway, working on compiling a bunch of songs to record a full-length album. So I have my EP done. I want something completely brand new. I want to make my masterpiece. So that is what's on the agenda coming up. God, I just noticed that tattoo on Molly's head. I never noticed that. Wow. Immediately think about the encouragement that I get. I mean, I have to say, 99% of people are so uplifting whenever I'm out playing anywhere. Really, everyone who comes up to me just has something positive to say, and how maybe a song that I sang, an original song especially, affected them in a positive way, or they related to it somehow. So they just, even if they don't mean to encourage me, they encourage me to keep going and to keep writing and really just pursue what I have as a dream. I immediately think about my students, actually. So I have a handful of people who I teach. They're mostly younger. For example, right now I have a girl, Gianna is her name. She just turned 16, and she is just starting to perform live out in public. And what an awesome thing for me to mentor her and just to make her feel great about what she's doing and to encourage her to basically get out there and not be afraid. So I think that it gives me goosebumps just thinking about how that can affect somebody. So encouragement is one of the best things for sure. Yeah, I'll be like, all right, you have to work on this, and this, and this, and I'm like, I don't think I did that. It's not how I did it. It's terrible.
Some of, the first few portfolios I have, I'm just kind of like, ah. Plus, I think as an artist too, I think it's important. Every few years you'll notice, your style kind of like changes and shifts, and you're kind of like creating yourself and taking maybe different pieces from different styles or stuff that you've done, and you just keep building on it and building.